Can you tell me, how did you get into the end of life industry, and how did you set up your charity? Tell us a little bit about that story.
Okay, well, back in the day, last century sometime, my old dad kept saying, "Oh, when I go, just stick me in the garden and plant an apple tree on top of me."
Hmm.
So, whilst I was looking into the feasibility and the legality of doing such a thing, which incidentally can't be easier, the UK has the most liberal laws in the world with regards to private land burial. Um, but anyway, so whilst looking into the feasibility of that for him, I discovered the growing movement towards natural burial, natural death movement.
Yes.
And I was between batches of children. The first lot were of an age they were just going off to school, and I was looking for something useful to do with myself.
Yes.
And being a keen gardener and a keen amateur naturalist, and having done nursing and having a medical family, so death and bodies didn't freak me out completely. I was inspired, I suppose, and I set up the South Downs Natural Burial Site in Hampshire,
Hmm.
which opened in 2000. It is now one of the busiest in the country. It's got over 2,500 residents.
Wow.
And in 2007, the Natural Death Centre charity, which had been hugely supportive of me setting the burial ground up, got into financial difficulty, and the trustees at the time were going to shut it down. And I just was horrified and felt that it was far too important. So I took a sideways step, closed the London office down, brought the NDC office down into my dining room at the little cottage I was renting in the countryside, and got it back in the black, reissued a new edition of the Natural Death Handbook, which is like the alternative funeral Bible, I suppose, which is what I learnt all about it by reading.
Yeah.
And that's where we are today, really. We just bimble along, answering the phone, unfortunately touching only the lives of very few people who find us on the internet or who, by word of mouth, over the 31 years that the charity has been going, know about us and gain help from us. Unfortunately, the rest of the population are at the mercy of the funeral industry.